To this morning's weather minds now. Most of us track the weather as we get ready for work, but this morning Sven shows us how you can now calculate the actual power it can bring. Sven?
Yeah, I know Chris has a couple of solar panels and is always wondering,
Sure
well,
do.
How much energy am I actually getting from? This is a cool site. We're going to link to this on KARE11.com from Climate Central that quantifies the power and how many homes could be powered by the amount of power we have from solar and wind on a daily basis. So using forecast data. So obviously, in terms of solar electricity, not doing too well here these last couple of days. We're talking about just a few percentage of homes that could be powered. But there is even some solar energy, even when you have just a cloudy day. This time of year especially, some of that light does get through. Wind power, once you get those wind speeds going, you get a lot more power out of it. And especially here in Minnesota, it's one of those higher wind power areas. So you can kind of play with this, punch in some cities like Phoenix, maybe Arizona, and see how much more solar power you get. Or maybe South Dakota, where you get a little more wind, and there's a lot of power from wind and solar combined.
That's pretty cool.
I see a lot of buildings downtown. Well, maybe not a lot. A few do have some solar powers on top, so they're trying to harness some of that energy.
Homes.
We're one of the leaders too. Xcel it has these lofty goals of having a huge amount of our power by 2050 coming from solar and wind.
Oh,
All right.
let's use it.
Check it out.
It's free.
Yeah.